A local couples connection began from a shared experience of loss. And now Lionel and Natalie Salisbury are sharing their personal experience and advice in their podcast, Couples Unfiltered. Here to tell us about it, Lionel and Natalie themselves. Good morning to the two of you. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you.
This is so cool. I love the idea of how this podcast came to be. So let's start off. I mentioned in that introduction that shared experience of loss that brought you two together. So tell viewers at home what your story is and then how that led to the podcast that you have now.
Well, we were both married for 20 plus years and we lost our spouses. We met in between after that through work. We worked together. We were friends and we found ourselves having deeply personal conversations about our journeys and the loss. And we wanted to reach out to other couples to kind of connect and figure out how we're going to make friends with other people because we just weren't social in our previous lives. So we started inviting couples to our backyard and hanging out, and we realized that there was an absence of a space for couples to have open, vulnerable conversations about love, loss, journeys, of challenges in relationships. So we decided to start a podcast and create that platform.
Yeah. What's the experience been like, Lionel?
It's been amazing. I love being able to just have conversations with my wife, but have other couples, bring in other couples in, and just being able to talk and get vulnerable and to hit some issues that may not be talked regularly.
And you have a variety of guests on too, so it's a good opportunity, I feel like, for people. Podcasts have such a wide range of viewers and listeners. Maybe some people who feel like they need help themselves, but others who probably are just kind of looking to hear a story, right?
Right.
So what kinds of guests do you typically have on?
So we find people in the craziest ways. We do a lot of networking, going to restaurants and events around San Diego, finding people. But we also know
that's what podcast networking is like.
Absolutely.
Right? It's great for tax purposes. But, but no, we know a lot of people that have amazing stories, and we know people who have amazing stories, and the journeys are just so, they can resonate with a lot of people. And it's not always just about loss, right? It's about the challenges of marriage. People have been married for 3 years. People have been married for 25 years. And everyone has a story. So it's great to hear those stories. We feel like we're sharing something and we're learning something and we're growing together. And, we're not therapists, but it's like therapy sometimes.
It really is.
I imagine that, you guys both talk about your loss. Was that one of the factors that brought you together? And does it feel like it is what holds you two together?
No, surprisingly, I lost my spouse. It's kind of a long story. In our episode 1, it's our origin story.
Which
so
you can listen to now.
Yes,
absolutely.
Episode 1 tells our entire story, but I lost my husband. We worked together after that. Then he lost his wife. He was separated from his wife, and there was a lot that went on in between there. So literally, I lost my husband. We became friends. He lost his wife. Then we got together.
Okay.
So it was a dynamic that you just, it's not like we found each other in therapy for loss,
But is grief part of what is your bond? Does that feel like, is that part of the podcast?
It really is. And I think it's more so something that allows us to be able to help others. Because it validates what it is that we're doing. We've gone through certain things, and now we're able to help other couples.
Right. December, you have a new episode coming out in just the next week or so. Tell us.
Yeah, so Jennifer Davis, she's a physician from San Diego Menopause, and we are talking about how perimenopause and menopause affects relationships. And, we're experiencing that right now. We're in the thick of it.
Yeah.
And we talk about, the options and things like that, but also how our partners have to be very understanding of the changes that we're going through. So it's really big in the news right now, where that message is getting out for women to start seeking, their HRT if they need it.
For people at home who want to listen, there are a variety of ways they can. How do they do so?
Yes. You can go to YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, and we're at Instagram at couples_unfiltered, and we have a website, couplesunfiltered.com.
Or you can email us at host@couplesunfiltered.com.
Yeah.
Congratulations on you two coming together and your beautiful story, and good luck with the podcast.
Thank you
so much.
Of course. We'll be right back after this.